Hey YouTube, it's been a long time since I ever done one of these before. The reason why I've been posting a lot more Smash videos is because obviously I've been playing Smash Brothers a lot. I've been, encountering some good players, a lot of bad players, and honestly, it has been just very busy for me. Obviously, I'm still looking for work and all that stuff. But of course, I still find the time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm gonna go into this deck profile. I know that you haven't seen it in a while. That's because it's gone through many changes, many revamping, and deciding on which cards to put in, deciding on which archetypes to run. And I still like this deck, and I'm probably gonna completely hollow it out once I'm done. Hollowing it out, I'll post a video of 100% completion. But I've been testing different engines, I've been testing different cards, and that's the reason why I've taken so long to put one of these up. So, without further ado, Traptrix hands return with more engines than usual, besides the Traptrix in the hands. Alright, so we're gonna start out 3 Mermelio, because it searches you your bottomless, it searches you your trap hole, which I still run, and obviously this is the only Traptrix I now run in the deck. I'll explain that in a minute. Diana just was really slow for me, and I kept drawing it, and I was like, she's not as good as she used to be. She's still a great card, but I would never run her anymore, or at least not without proper testing. Maybe if it was more Traptrix, then I would be willing to run her, but if not, then no. Okay, then we have, instead of three, we run two Fire Hand and two Ice Hand. Um, the reason for that being is the meta calls just to run them at 2. 3 is very cloggy for me, and I ended up always drawing more than 2. It was really annoying to me sometimes, and I just didn't really appreciate having that whole factor. I'm just like, I think it would be better and ideal for me to keep it at 2 because I think it's a little bit more consistent that way, and you're able to still, you're able to still pop stuff and know that you have at least one left so you can start the cycle. And of course, there's ways of recycling it, such as dichotomy and whatnot. The newest addition to the deck, and one of my favorites, is Reborn Tengu. I love Reborn Tengu, and I always have. He's a level 4. He can special another copy of himself when he leaves the field. Really, really useful. It's one of the best ones in the deck, I would say. It's just one of the best rank 4 engines that I have. And truthfully, I just hate Deep Prison. I hate any of that stuff, so I can swing with this guy with no fear with Deep Prison. And also, since I run Diamond Direwolf in the extra deck, you can do some pretty stupid stuff with Reborn Tengu. So yeah, you run 3 Reborn Tengu, 1 Juragito. I wish I had 2. It's a really good card. Since there is a battle step, you can special summon this guy, immediately gain 1,000, and you have something to swing with, and it won't take up your normal summon in the turn. You will be, however, in main phase 2, which if you're okay with that, then that's fine. I plan to get more of him, though. Probably maybe 2 more or 1 more. I'm still debating. Probably just 1 more, because I think it'd be more cloggy at 3. 2 Effect Veilers, because the meta calls for it, and Effect Veiler is just too good a card not to run. 2 of the new guy. 2 Etcher, the Frost Vassal. If your opponent controls 2 or more spell and trap cards on the field, yeah, and there's spell and trap cards on, you can special summon this guy from your hand. He gets under Bottomless, which is nice. He's another level 4, and he just basically kind of presents himself as a floater to use to make a rank 4, spam. And of course, to round out all the monsters, just the Thunder King, because Thunder King is just that good. Alright, so that's the monster count. It's 16. It dropped a little bit compared to how I had it before. Now we're going to go into the spells in just a minute. Also, if you've noticed, I have new Miku sleeves. Miku Hatsune for the win. 1 pot of Dichotomy because it's necessary to shuffle dudes back in. You have plenty of different types. You have Pyro, Aqua, Insect, Spellcaster, and Juragito, I believe, is a Fiend. So you have plenty of ways to get this. It's immediately live, if not always live. If you draw a first turn, though, then it's kind of sucky, but Other than that, I've never really drawn it first turn. I've at least drawn it when I had a couple monsters. Duality, because this deck still needs lots of draw power, and Duality just helps you get into it easier. It's a mandatory card for searching in this deck. It's just mandatory. Book of Moon, because it's Book of Moon, I don't really need to explain that. Same reasoning behind the Soul Charge and the Raigeki. They're just good cards. That's nothing more to it. Just good, you need to run them. And Triple MST, because I'm super hateful and I'm tired of back row. Triple MST is just the way to go. Shout out to Chris for giving me a hollow one. So now if I don't say that, he's gonna be like, why didn't you tell him I gave you one of the hollow MSTs? Alright. Trap lineup. Trap lineup is pretty hefty. Very big. Got myself one of these, thanks to my friend Skylar. It is a Jar of Avarice. Shuffle 5 cards back into your deck and draw 1 card. Very useful. Obviously, you can only activate 1 per turn, but that's incredibly fair. And obviously, I was a big fan of Pot of Avarice, so when I saw that card, I had high hopes. Torrential and Mirror Force, because they're high destroying mass monster removal cards. I'm probably going to try to get another Secret Mirror Force, and once I do, I will be running it. To call the Haunteds to bring at anything. I would probably use it on the hands of Mermelio. And even Tengu at some point, like just in case Tengu was maybe bounced, or maybe you have a chance to bring it back out. Any level 4 in the deck, just you can use this to bring back. I'd use it for Mermelio, though, for the extra spell and trap destruction. 1 breakthrough skill, it's breakthrough skill, I don't really need to say anything. I did, however, get it hollow, so as you can see here. It's Cosmo Blazer, 1st edition, very nice hollow of breakthrough skill. I finally got myself a pair of those, too, and I have the other one in my side deck. 1 Deep Prison, because it's Deep Prison, it's just too good, doesn't need explanation. Bottomless and Trap Hole, because these are the 2 that you search off Mermelio, and well, usually what you go for. I've never really had any other games, or I've never searched for these at least once, if I have Mermelio in my first hand. Solemn Warning, because it's warning, it slaps everything in the face. And then a Wiretap and a Dark Bribe, because I don't like spells and traps going off that are annoying, such as Trap Stun and whatnot. And really annoying shit, because my friend runs Blackwings, and he runs Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. That shit gets on my nerves. 2 Fiendish Chains, they're gonna be secret one day. I really want to get them secret. I know they're expensive, but when I do get them secret, I will be a happy camper. Alright, so that's 40 cards. Let me show you the deck box. This is the Miku deck box I got to go along with the sleeves. We're gonna open it, and we're going to go into the extra deck. The extra deck pretty much didn't change, but I'm going to get Dark XYZ Rebellion Dragon soon. So, before I get that, I'll just show you what I have now. 1 Utopia, never took him out, he's too good. Pretty staple-ish, but I might take him out eventually. 1 Karen Gorgon, because it's Karen Gorgon, and it's just doesn't need explanation. 1 Hollow Ragna Zero. Don't know if you could see the hollow, but yeah, it's a little hollow. Oh, shoot. Dark. Very dark. There we go. There you go. Now you can kind of see it's hollow. Number 103, Ragna Zero, so yeah, you run one of her. 2 Honor Arcs, because it's just, now I have a chance to run 2. Since Love Laval Chain got hit, sad face. That used to be the setup for like all of my Dianaya plays, and it made it live and all that stuff, but the thing is, I'm thinking about taking out one of the Honor Arcs for a Dark XYZ once I get him. And don't get me wrong, 2 Honor Arcs is good. It's one of the main reasons he is in my extra deck. 1 Black Ship, because it's Black Ship. 1 Heartland Draco for direct attacks and sealing games. That's usually what he's there for. Castel, because he's great and he gets rid of annoying cards. Diamond Direwolf, Reborn Tengu is a Beast Warrior, so I can do all sorts of shit with him. I can just pop off a Tengu and get another one in return without wasting anything, and I have a free attacker, just in case I want to get in and push for some damage. It helps a lot. Diamond Dire is very good with Reborn Tengu in this deck. One Evil Sworn Exciton Knight, I don't need to explain that. He's just a good card. He's like Castel. One Roach, I plan to maybe switch him out. I'm not sure. I do like him, it's just the fact that he is very hard to keep alive, and if I do keep him alive, it's whatever. I mostly just have it there for pressure, having my opponent have to push through it or waste a Dark Hole on it, which is still useful, because hey, they wasted Dark Hole on this, that means they don't have to use it, unless they run two. One Daigusto Emerald, because I love recycling my shit, and he's just that good a card. One Abyss Dweller, because I've made it every game, at least that I've seen the need to make it. It's really good with Ice Hand. I could use it to give it the pump that it deserves, and Abyss Dweller just gets to put in pressure. I like him for that reason. One Geiger Cowboy to seal game, and one Rhapsody, which I barely use anymore, but he's there. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys think of the deck profile, and it's been a while since I posted any Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. This is 13 Dragon Blade signing off. Check out my new Smash Brothers videos. I finally got to 100 Smash videos, so a big shout out to all of my friends, and obviously those who have subscribed to me. It's very little, but I plan to get more subscribers in the future, hopefully. But yeah, there's 100 plus episodes of 1v1 Madness now, and the Godly 1v1's also got a minor update, so you might want to check those out. This is 13 Dragon Blade signing off.